is reality TV a little bit too much? When is it a little like too dark? Like what are we really enjoying about reality TV anymore? And I think the answer really changes from person to person, but there is a change that we have seen in general. And there is something that I really want to get your opinion on. How do you feel about reality TV moving forward? So before we start, welcome back. I'm the real Andy of Beverly Hills. Welcome to another piece of tea. Make sure to subscribe right now and hit that notification bell. Over here, we talk about Bravo and reality TV every single day. So don't forget to honestly hit that notification bell and put it when it says all so you get all the tea. All right. Okay. So let's talk about this mess. Look, I have been I have been on the game of reality TV for like 5 years, but I have been watching reality TV all my life. I think I remember watching Real Houses of Orange County from the very beginning, almost 20 years ago. And before of that, I think a lot of us watch other kind of shows like The Simple Life or uh, the girls next door, or so many reality shows that have been around there, right? Specifically when it comes to this kind of like unscripted shows that are about following people. There has always been this sense of why are we really watching these people, like what make them so interesting that it really caught our attention. uh, I think in the past, it was a very giving that you needed to be some kind of celebrity before you will actually get your own reality TV show, because people wanted it to see how a celebrity lives, like what is the inside of like an actual celebrity. But that has definitely changed a lot. Nowadays we get new reality stars all the time. We fell in love with new people all the time, and these people many times they are not millionaires and they are not even rich. We have seen shows like Vanderpump Rules following people since they were like literally broke and not able to pay for their rent next month, to all the way actual like millionaires trying to live their life and showcase their huge lifestyles, right? But I think that one thing that has been constant is that while real being relatable, it's a big part of these shows, and you want people to like fall in love with these characters, and to want to follow them. A big part of this is also the drama, and that's a part that it has played a big part on reality TV always, like we watch stupid shows, like back in the day, like The Simple Life, who were just literally about following Paris Hilton and Nicole Richie going and do stupid shit. But our favorite episodes are when these girls made their bosses or their families lose their shit, where they were fighting, where they were, like, when there is screaming. I don't know exactly. Look, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a therapist or anything like that, so I don't know exactly why we enjoy that kind of things, but it's just something that we do, right? And I think eventually on every single reality TV show, it's like our number one question is, what is this going to be? Like, what is the storyline? What is the angle? How are we really going to be entertained by this? I don't know if it's because secretly we want to see these people on TV who are already like in a bigger standard than us to suffer or to like to yeah, like maybe suffer a little bit like normal people do. I don't know if that is the pleasure that we get from this, but drama it's always like a very very important thing, right? However, how much is too much drama? When are we crossing that line of like stupid petty drama to wow? to like, this is now getting uncomfortable. Now I don't even know if I want to watch this. Like, I feel like I'm watching too much into these people's like personal lives. There has been a lot of conversations during the years, and we have seen a lot of people tackle like real life, problems like, diseases or abuse or cheating or, like so many things, that really, really change our perspective, but are we entitled to watch that pain? Are we entitled to watch like what that really is? And me personally, I'm a person who live for drama, and I really, really love big, big dramas, and I think as long as people are being real, me personally, I honestly don't have a problem to show absolutely everything, right? I feel that that's why you sign these contracts, is to just show your life, no matter the good, the bad, and the ugly. Because the moment that you are trying to filter yourself, then you are not being honest and real to the public, right? But people sometimes feel uncomfortable. Like a perfect example is what we have been watching on The Valley, right? Everything that happened with Jack Taylor and Brittany is one of the biggest, and darkest things that we have seen. But at the same time, we see people like Janet or the people who actually take it to a level where they believe that if they do not create drama, is not going to be enough. Like if you are not actively destroying other people's lives, then it's not going to be enough. We have again the Janet Capernas, the Margaret Josephs, the Lisa Renas, that kind of personality that they will never, they don't want to show anything about themselves, but they are very happy into like taking a target and just attacking, 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 because we need to take them down. I need to fight with this person out of nowhere. You know what I mean? And I think that's the darkness that we do not like. Bravo fans specifically have been very vocal into saying we do not enjoy this kind of behavior anymore, right? Again, seeing people fight, even Jax being unhinged and like going into all of that, it's kind of like weirdly acceptable because we're dealing with someone who has a bipolar disorder, who is, has all of these issues, and we want to see how this is going to resolve, even though we are all on Brittany's team, right? But when we see someone attacking I mean, I'm just cannot believe that when someone will like make a gossip or a rumor or whatever and really try to like do like giving and giving and giving giving just for the sake of creating reality TV. It's giving production, and I think after 2020 we are not into that anymore. We want realness, we crave realness. That's why TikTok is so famous. It's because we do not want the good aesthetics, the nice little things, the beautiful pictures. We are not into that anymore. We want the raw material. We don't want the four wall. We don't want anything that is remotely fake, And that, I think that's the change that we're seeing on reality TV. Hulu has done an amazing job doing that change. Shows like the Kardashians or Secret Life of Mormon Wives or even Vanderpump Villa are very good into like not acknowledging the four wall anymore. Like people are able to say, yes, we are on a show. Yes, we are fighting over contract negotiations. Yes, this happened off camera. And it give it for a new level. Bravo is just starting to get into it. We have seen little pieces here and there, more specifically on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, but it's really working out. And we are seeing an evolution on reality TV, to what might be next, right? But I feel that also we need to understand as viewers that sometimes life is life. Not everything is amazing. Not every single person is great. There are assholes out there. There are people who are just not good people, and it's just the way it is. It is what it is. So, and I think it's important to also show those stories. I think showing, for example, things like what happened between Taylor Armstrong and her ex-husband and the abuse and all of that was a very powerful thing because it helped a lot of people. Showing people going through substance abuse issues and trying to get better. those are important storylines that need to be shown. So I don't care. I don't think that's dark at all. But I believe personally that going after a marriage or a business for no reason other than hate or jealousy, that's the dark TV that we just do not want to watch anymore. So that's my opinion right now. So let me know what you guys think on the comments below. How do you feel about reality TV and what you consider to be like too dark for you on reality TV? Let me know. And if you want to get all the tea related to any of these Bravo shows or reality TV, make sure to like this video, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you around. See ya. Bye.